G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up, another episode of Factorio, our Waterworld series. And yes, we are racing to the right of the bus. And this is going to be quite lovely. One thing I just wanted to let you know is that I have just just you could see all this is quite a little bit different and tidied up. There was lots of cliffs around here, and I've moved everything and removed the cliffs. We have cliff explosives, but I don't have an official cliff explosive factory. To make regular explosives, they must use a chemical plant, so I set up an ad hoc, made a few of those guys, and now I'm able to make some cliff explosives. And you can see here, so I've got like 10, but I'll make another 10. And you can see my regular explosives there. So this episode we will come back to cliff explosives and set up a separate section for that. But I did want to start off this episode talking about our next progression, and it really is blue science. Really, that's got to be where it is. Yeah, blue science to go on this line here. Now, blue science does require sulfur, and we brought from the last two episodes where we started oil, we brought the sulfur up, but I've also brought up petroleum gas. These have been, so sulfur and petroleum gas have been brought here because I want to start making my plastic on the bus, or not on the bus, but off the bus, and not at the, not over here at the oil area. I want to do it separately. Oh, I need to pop in some lovely radars. But yeah, we'll be making plastics here, and I really want to sort of up the plastics route, and that's going to be lovely. Now, I'm probably going to break the cardinal rule of building above the bus, because I've got a bit of room up here, and I don't think we're going to be using this area up here. So as long as you leave a bit of room, I don't mind putting stuff above the bus as well. I think that could be quite good. And I'm thinking what I might do is I'm going to put an engine area and then a red engine area, the next chemical engine area. Is it chemical engine? I can't remember what they're called. It must be coming up here soon. Yeah, electric engines. And that requires the blue science, the green science, and the red science, but not the grey. So once we get this going, we'll be able to get advanced oil processing, and we'll be able to rock and roll. So let's focus at the moment on just regular engines and getting these guys going. And then what else will we need for blue science? We need some engines, we need some red circuits, and we need some, and I'm having a look here at this area, and I don't think we have enough room to make red circuits up the top here as well. So we might have to come right across with the bus. But once we get robotics, we're going to be starting to put in the boundaries of the base, and at least we'll be able to see what we've got here. So it's not too bad. Let me see if I could possibly just see if I can get my engines going over here in this section. Yeah, I think that could be good. So I'm going to tidy up this area here. I'm going to let you enjoy this stitch up intro, and I'll see you over here. Hopefully it's a bit clear in just a sec. Okay, so I've just cleared a little bit of area around here with some explosives, some cliff explosives, and gotten rid of a few rocks as well. So now let's get going. I think what I'm going to do is look at a red circuit area around here. I think that could be really handy. And then maybe over here we'll do the engines. And then we can leave room for the electric engine version. So we're going to leave lots of room as it's above the bus. We're definitely going to leave lots of room there for it. So let's look at red circuits and see where we are here with the reds. So these need the plastic, and in fact this is a good area to put the plastic. What have we got below? Let me just have a bit of a look here. No, I want to put the red circuits here. Yes, let's do that. And then let's put the plastic down below. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's put this guy up here. And if we're doing red circuits, what we will need to start with is a nice little area of, let me see if we do this. What about if I feed these on the other side? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so let's go with this and put these guys here, and we'll do this for, so reds we're going to need the copper cables. So I think what I'll do is that should be heaps of copper. Yep. And then I'm going to have this guy coming downwards. Okay, and then we can have this coming out. Yep. And you can go straight across there. There's a lovely rock that I missed there. So we'll do that. And let's get this guy split off. So we'll go here. And we want him to be there. And so we'll split that off like that. That'll be lovely. Okay. Let's get the copper going in now as well. That should be quite nice. Now I will fix this up a little bit later because you've got a line across there, so I want to be a little careful. But if I go straight across, well that might cause issues here. But what I will do here is just put in a red. So as he comes out, sorry, this guy here, as he comes out, put that there, and I'm going to put a red right here and just see if I can get right the way across, which I can with just a little bit of a gap as well. And let me see, this guy can now change. Yep, and we could do a few of these actually. Let's do this and this. Lovely. And now just having a look at where we're going to kind of get this power from. So if we're doing it like that, just kind of keep this power relatively neat. And I want it to be like that. And then over here, I think I want the power to go here. And hang on, no, I don't, because we're going to have feeding over here. And we're going to have these guys here. Yep. Okay, and you're facing the right way? Yes. Okay, cool. So we might get rid of that power pole and just see where we're going to put these guys. So if we put him there and there and there, that would be perfect. And that can go right next to the splitter. So that is pretty good. And these guys here can be our copper coils. What are they actually called, these guys? Copper cables. And there we go, the recipe going in there, and that's a nice little bit of throughput. But we got the blue machines, which means we could do speed modules as well. So I don't mind that, and I don't mind it having its little arm there, so we can kind of get going on that. Now let's ratio the reds together and get them nice. So if we have a look here, copper cables, it's 4 of, and then it's going to be plastic bars and electronic circuits on the one. So copper cables, so what we'll do is we'll just have this guy, let's put a bit of room there. Yep. And we'll go here. So this is a red circuit, and we know that copper cables are going to be one of the close ones. Yep. But we also know that they're also going to be split off, and it's going to be another line along the back here for the other products, plastic and green circuits. So we know that's going to be the case. But I know I'm also splitting here and getting him to go across. We will have a red circuits heading inwards, and then we want to double everything up on the other side and put a mirror over there, a mirrored version like this. Yeah, and we'll put blues in the center, and then we'll get these guys as well, and then we're going to grab the reds and do these guys here and flip it for those guys there. And now I think for power I'm going to go here and here and here. Yep, and then the next one's going to be up a tiny bit, and I'm going to see if that's a nice little split build. Now I'm just going to drop these guys down a bit as well, actually, because I can put those guys lined up. So if they go there, that gives everyone the right power that they need, and that kind of keeps everything lined up nicely. Don't like that diagonal one here, so we'll just pop him over sort of there. So that's how that would work. Okay, you're going to be at red circuits, And the feeding of the red circuits is going to be dependent on plastic, and that plastic's going to be like something that we're really going to have to get into. So I want the separate plastic line to be sorted shortly. Let me just get this guy here. This guy here is half green, so no worries, half greens or half circuits here. So let me do that. Yep. And maybe we could just do this. Now we could do it there, that's fine. Yeah. And yeah. And if I put that there and then bend him in like this, so we know that the green circuit should be able to do that. And then we'll just make sure everything can get across nicely. You're splitting, so we'll go like this. Yeah. And just so we've got that second green circuit line coming in there. And the red circuits are going to go into here as well, which will be good. They'll head that way, but they'll also need to head backwards. So we'll split them and they can head in both directions, those red circuits. But that'll load those guys up nicely. And we're going to then split this and have it... oh, not like that though. Sorry, not like that. But if that fixes it, no it doesn't. Yeah, that does fix it there. And now that should work once we get the plastic on board, and that's going to be coming in very nicely. Let's just make sure, yeah, plastic. Okay, so plastic, a separate plastic line is going to be just coal and petroleum, and it's going to be made a plastic in a chemical plant. Now, have I got any chemical plants? Let me just make sure I've got some of those guys. Yeah, I do have 12 of the chemical plants. So let me go and put the plastic over here, and this is a nice expandable area that I'll be able to sort out. And again, we want this to be double-sided. Let me just see. I don't want to clear too much rocks on screen in the episode. I'd like to be able to do that with the robots, which we are working towards. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, there we go. Maybe just this one. There we go. Okay, let me just grab... clear the inventory with a little bit of that as well. Now I'm going to leave some room here. I want to drop down a little bit and leave a little bit more room. So can I get, please, what do I want here? I want chemical plants. Yeah. Now I want them to be lined up with, say, this one, just as a bit of a starting point. Yep. And let's make him plastic. So he needs coal and he needs petroleum. So when we do this, I think the best way to do it is just to run a line here. Is it? No, it isn't, because we're going to need to. So let's do that. And then we want plastic to be feeding. So let's always do 2. Let's get these guys connected like this, because that's better. Yep. And then I think I want this to output here and flip him around. So plastic, I want a red line of plastic as well. I want a red belt of plastic, and I want to fulfill the red belt of plastic from fairly early on, and just make plastic, as long as we can get petroleum up here, plastic to be the thing that we just have lots of. So let's put these guys. Okay, let me just get my petroleum up here. I'm just thinking here, if I do it like this, let's just put this out a bit. So if I do that, let me just see here. If I go here, there, and then I go here, that doesn't allow me to put anything here, does it? No. But I could do this. Okay, let's spread this right out then. So we'll get this guy here, and we'll make this a little bit different. And he's going to be like this. Yep. And we might be able to put them right next to each other, even if they're like that. And that means we can have the coal coming here. Okay, let's get that petroleum coming up now as well. So there's your sulfur, but where is the petroleum? This is like just all a bit too kind of close to the top of everything. But I think I need to bring lubricant up here, and yeah, I need to bring basically 3 different pipes straight up. So it's a shame, but I'm probably going to have to. I'm hoping not to have to move it too much. I kind of want to build it where I want it. Let me just go grab some more pipes there. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll just get this guy going. Petroleum. And I think it's a good spot just to have another pump. So if I've got, I think I've got plenty of those pumps, don't I? Yeah. There we go. That's powered as well, which is nice. Spin him round. Yeah. And this is where it kind of lines up with this, but this is where we'll have a bit of an issue. So I'm going to just do this ad hoc for now, and fix him a bit later. One across, may as well put these guys in straight away. We've got the pumping going on there, so the liquid is moving. Just before the break here, just before the break here, and we'll keep doing the same. Yeah, and then get him sort of across there. He's connected. Got a bit of stone here, and then we're right to go about kind of, yeah, right on the end there, which is nice. I think that's about the right alignment. Yeah, it looks it. Okay, so that's that happening now. And if we continue using these guys, if I do them, we should have them here and here, and that it it is what it is for these guys. If we just make them there and there, then so be it. Yeah, I think we just have to go with that. Just make this guy go up and across. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we just need some coal, and this is why we put coal on the bus, for one of the very reasons, is like this, and then we'll split this off to here, and we'll make it go like this. Yep, lovely. Okay, coal, coal. There we go. And I think I just need that coal to come down this way, but let's think about this. Just going to do this like this for now, and we'll tidy that up a little bit later, but basically that's coal coming down. I will now just put this guy in here. Ooh, we're just a bit short on these here, so I might just have to I'll have to go back and pick up. In fact, if I just grab myself a few little bits and pieces, I should be able to just make a couple of these, and I'll just go shopping at the mall shortly. So the undergroundies is what let me down there, and you can see that coming along nicely. And we'll do this as, okay, let's just do that. So we'll go like this, and here, and then hopefully, yeah, we get a bit of symmetry going there, and that'll be nice. And we've got a little split going as well. Okay, so plastics now should be doing that. Now, when we're coming upwards with the plastics, I'm going to put plastics here on the bus, right? So I think what I'm going to do is go, right, here's your plastics, but I wonder if I should make it up a tiny bit. Yeah, I will. I'll make it up a tiny bit. So plastics is going to be doing this, but I'm also going to split it. So let me use a red splitter, and I'm going to say like that, and we're going this, oh, not that way, sorry. Yeah. Oh, we're dropping quite a bit there. We are full. The inventory is chock. Let me just make up some things so I can pick up a few things. And this plastic in my hand is not going to help me at all. It's not a good thing. We should be getting it on both sides. Why are we not? Oh, we haven't put the pipes in yet. Okay. This is what getting a double-sided plastic setup is going. It's really just, you know, really have to be connecting lots of things and just getting things kind of ready. And then forgetting things, which is just, you know, how it is. Why is that like this? So you're lining up. Ah, yeah. So you're more lining up like that, which means these guys should be covered. Yeah, they are now. Okay, that's good. And then we need to do extra bit here. The good thing about this is it's a byproduct, but we're really setting it up now as well for kind of future. Now we'll just go shopping at the mall, but while I'll do that, I'll take the reds and just go upwards, and then we know that the bus needs to go around that anyway. So at least that'll be like that. And look how quick that is. Okay, let me just run over here. And we want it to be here, don't we? Yes, and then it'll split nicely. Okay, so we'll do that. Now I do need to pick up, what do I need to pick up? I need to pick up some red belts, definitely some pipes. And I'm thinking if I'm picking up lots of pipes, let's just have this making it 2 lots. And let's just have this making it 2 lots as well. It's probably a better thing for big base. We don't need any of those. Got plenty of splitters. Red splitters, undergroundies, red belts. Ooh, yeah. And we are very close to having garbage um, sorted out. But let me just make some cliff explosives to create a little bit of room. And then that should be good. Okay. I think that's everything I need. Yes, it is. Let me just do red belts. And we'll come in here. So we'll go like that. And we'll do that. Double click this one and we're off again. So we'll just run this straight across. Lovely. And we're good. Still haven't got those on the other side though, have we? No, because we're missing those undergroundies. So only one side at the moment, but also we've only got 4 machines. And this one machine actually, because these guys haven't got their recipes. So let's get them connected first. And put their extra expansion bit on, and then we'll add in this, and we should now have plastics being made, which is great. So then what we'll do obviously is just line up these power poles, so it'll be like this, holding the shift key. I think it'll be like this, and we'll see about that, and I'll go ahead and just up that a little bit in a little bit, so that'll be nice. Okay, let's run along this red belt, head on down here, and we are now getting reds. We are now getting lovely red, these guys. Excellent, red circuits, that's it. Right, so with the red circuits, we want them to do 2 things. One is, ooh, are we full again? We are, okay. Can I just grab some dump boxes and get all these, and just put all these walls in, and some railroads. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's think about this and get the reds happening. So reds need to actually come off there. So green, these are obviously for 2 separate greens, but reds need to do a couple of things. This is the blue here, but the reds are here and they need to go in both directions. So I'm spinning this one, and I'm going to spin this, And I'm just going to add in a splitter. Just get rid of that. Okay, so you want some reds to go that way for future work, and then the other reds need to go back. And this will just need me just to change a few things here, but we want to go up to the mall now that we've got some reds going. Very slowly reds going, by the way. Oh, and you're getting a few every time we do that, so, but we'll see. But basically the reds should be able to come here. Let me just scroll up so we can know where we need to be. So we're basically trying to get up to the start of the mall, which should be coming up. That's good, a nice long unbroken amount there, which is good. And now what we want is to be able to insert the reds up here. So let's put them right in at the top. Actually, they can probably come in. Yeah, they can probably come in here, can't they? And then that becomes a line that we don't need because reds are now made so far down the bus. So this particular line may not be needed, which is great because we actually just have that like that anyway. And this is the blue one as well. So these can both be taken away. That's just going to fill my inventory a little bit, but let's see about this. Yeah, we'll get the reds. Now, so I want to put the reds in here. And when I paste them all, I noticed this mucks this up a little bit, so it's going to be interesting. Let me just see here. I think I need to just put a whole lot of this and a whole lot of this, just undergroundy, give myself a whole lot of room, and then do this, that, yeah. And that just keeps that nice, which is good. And I don't think we need this one as well. Am I going to fill my inventory? No, this will be quite good actually. But I don't think we need this guy because this will be blue circuits. And once we get the reds in there, I'm hoping that's every product now once we've got the reds going. But let's just leave that. We'll leave it for the robots actually. Leave that for the robots. So red circuits, very slow making of the red circuits. But what we can do there is make some modules as well, and just speed them up a bit. So if I grab some of these reds off here, of that, just grab some of the greens, grab some of the reds, grab some of the greens. Funny enough, we're using red modules to make the speed modules, which will make this red system go faster. So let's just do 5, 10, 15, 20 of those guys, and they'll take kind of extra ones of those. They'll take 2 each, and that'll be lovely. So a quick little expansion of this would mean something like that, yeah, that, and then that, and then that, yeah. Cool. Okay, so the reds, and the good thing about the reds is as long as you can, you put the speed modules in here. Let me just grab speed modules down here so that they'll make very slowly, but once they're going, put them in. And then with the reds, once you've got this going, you can just keep expanding it upwards. And that works out really well. Yeah, we had to kind of, what have we got here? We've got a couple of rocks. I don't like these rocks that are half kind of destroyed. Get rid of those guys, and maybe I'll just chuck a grenade here, and let me use cliff explosives for these guys. 2 and 3 and 4. Had to use an extra one there. Okay, so the red, that's your red circuits, and that is quite good. And that is also a very expandable and a double-sided with a red belt of the plastics. So that is kind of future-proofing our base quite nicely. If we work towards robots and that particular science, here's an extra little one that's kind of half destroyed. Let me just repair him. Again, the robots will fix all this up when we got them. Actually, you know what? We probably could deploy a couple of these guys as well. So I might just put down these guys here and just make sure we're okay, although we haven't been attacked at all. So now we let's take stock and see exactly where we are. So if I have a look, we're working towards blue science, and it's the engines. That's right. We want to start the engine bay up here. So regular engines are pretty simple actually. Regular engines are going to be steel and an iron gear wheel and then onto pipes. So they're pretty much the same setup as this over here. Engines are almost identical to this. I'm going to do this, and I don't think that's any kind of coincidence. I think that is because they come up very similar time. Let's put a nice little gap there, and here we go. So let's do this. So this will be this and that, and I've got the recipes there, but I'll need to change that to iron gear wheels, and whoop, we haven't made that one yet. How about we put the right one in and then we do it. Lovely. So we do the power, we go blue, and then we spin it and go blue. Cool, okay. I wonder if I could take the exact same bit out there as well. Look, I think I can take all this and just use the exact same. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I think I can. Where are you? You are where exactly are you? You're like this, aren't you? Yeah. And am I one up? Got a gap of 2 there, so that should be where we need to be, I think. Yeah, this is it. So these guys would then come across. These guys will come across. And that means over here, if we're having a look at engines, that means we would be splitting here. The iron gear wheels need to go on this time, so they're slightly different. Iron gears and steel. So we want half steel on this one. Okay, and that's fine. We can just do this. Let me go like this, and just split him here. Say right, half steel. Yep, and on the other half. Oh, not you. No. That's not right. Great. Okay, cool. So we just want these guys actually, so you can get rid of this. That was just not good. Okay. Let me do. Yep. Okay, and I want to split this guy here, so he's going to be split. And for now, we'll just do this, but essentially, we could do this up a bit actually. Yep, and then if I put a splitter here, is that going to work? Yeah, that is. Yep. Okay, so let me just take this guy down to the bus and get him going nicely. I should be able to put in another one of these guys. Great. Okay, cool. So that is nice. And if I put the corner bit on here, that should be my double-sided version of that. Okay, now before I put any splitters or anything in here, we want to make sure this is all correct. So this is where the, yeah, let's take this off. So this is where we've got, keep that off, one side. So you go straight onto there, yeah. And then it's the other side is steel, isn't it? So if I'm looking at, let's change those to, alright, and let's change these guys to engines, and look at the engine ratio again. It's steel and iron gears. And then we have, then we have the gears as well. We have the gears to make as well. Okay, we can make the gears up here. Yes, we can do this up here. So what I'm going to do is leave room for 2 and put them there. Right, and this will be the gears. So we just continue these guys up, and this will be But instead of making it that, this will be pipes. Correct. So it is similar to reds. Gonna make them and then change the recipe here. Okay, and we want to get the ratios perfect though, so I want to get these bang on still. When are you putting those ones in? They are in here, so it'll be there, there, and there, right? That's a nice little connection. Although the power is going to muck up when it gets across to here anyway. So you've got the pipes going in here, which is good. We'll just leave some room there for a bit of expansion in case we need it, but I don't think we will because 4 is quite a bit, plus we can use the speed modules. And let's see about this. So it's going to be, is it a full row of pipes? It is a full row of pipes, isn't it? Yes, for these guys. Engines, full row of pipes. Yeah, because it needs 2. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is let's put this guy over here and hang on over there. So it's just similar to the other one. Yep. And then we want to come in here. Great. And I'm going to put this guy like this. And I'm going to get you to go one more and then a splitter in this gap here. And now it's going to be full row of pipes there. Yep. Great. And you're going to be like this. So let's do it right the way up. So you're going to be collecting from the outside and going from the inside. Yeah. And let me just see if I can get this neatly put in again. Here, here, and that will work for now. And we'll get these 2 in that direction. And if I spin you round, yep. Out of blues again. Great. Okay, cool. And let's just get rid of all this for now. The tree there can go. Okay. And you don't need to be there. So this is pipes here, which pipes are close, so it's going to be here. Right. Nice. Good. And we get the pipes going in this direction. Great. Yes. And then we get these guys going here. Okay, so that is going to be... Yeah. Now, what we want here is actually, we want this guy, instead of it going there, that's not a good spot for that. So let's do, you can go like that, you can go here, you can get rid of as well. And you're heading downwards, you get rid. Are you? Yeah, you're heading downwards, you're a feeding line. And then what we want to do here is combine them and then split them. And I think that's the best thing. So let's put the split in as high as we can go. The split's going to have to be there to make things OCD nice. Yep. And then we want to combine them here. So if I then go, okay, on this side, you're bringing this into there. Yeah. And then that way it's splitting off half of that. And on this side, it's going to be half of steel. I think that's right. Yes, it is. And the steel is there. Yep. Great. Cool, half a steel. So let's do that. And then while we're there, let's go with, just get rid of that tree and put a break in. Let's do a split like this. And a turn on this guy. Actually, we could do that and that. There you go, half steel. And that way we can build the rest of the bus around it. That's nice. No, you're on the wrong side. Brilliant. Okay, let's just pick him up. And he's on the wrong side. Actually, you know what? That was quite a neat way of doing it, so I want to do that. But I'm going to have you go like this. And up. And in like that. Yeah, that is nice. And then the split off, get rid of some of these guys. Yep, and then clear this up here. Excellent. And let's change the recipe to these. Nice. He's not going to do it because it's got that provision there. It's got ready for the speed modules. You are going to be engines. Thank you. Leave. And can we just make a few of these guys? No, actually, let's just leave that. You know what? For now, let's just do that for now. But I'm going to put these guys back in. Okay, so you should be making an engines, and you are putting them out here, which is nice. And then that means over here we've got the mixed line, which comes up and into there. Okay, and then eventually when engines will get made, they'll get put down here, and then they'll get turned into electric engines over here. So let me just put these speed modules in here anyway, just to get rid of that error message. We've got 10 over there, so we don't really need speed modules in these guys yet, but what we will do is put speed modules here. We definitely want them in these reds, and that will be lovely. So I think that is quite nice. Is an engine production. That's a red um, circuits, and that is also plastics. So I think that's a really good sort of win for this episode. But you know what? While we're there, let me just have a quick look. If the science needs sulfur, engines, and red circuits, then let's get the science put together as well. We may as well. Yeah, let's put the science together. And where are we going to do the science? I think we could just squeeze the science in over here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And what we'll do, I'll tell you what, let's put the science here, right? But we'll do it so that the feeding science comes this way, and it's right next to the water there. Yep. So if I go here, and with blue science, I think what I want to do with blue science, if I have a look here, is if I have a look at sulfur and engines and advanced circuits. No, we can put sulfur and engines together and then advanced circuits on the other side. I think that could be quite nice. So sulfur and engines. So that is quite good. Great. So here we go. Let's line them up with this. So we'll go that. And I'm going to put a mirror on the other side as well. So that'll be pretty good. I am going to need to pick up some blues shortly. But for now, let me just make 20 or so. And put 2 lines here. Yep. Okay, so it is going to be sulfur and engines. Did we say sulfur and engines? Sulfur and engines. Yes, we did. Good. For now, I think what I'll do is just that, and I'll do that, which means we can go like this. So sulfur and engines. And we'll do this, do that, and put some one here, and I'm going to put one there for now, and then just go across. Nice. This is going to be blue science, and you're going to be there, which is going to be where we sort of will need it, which is nice. So sulfur on the other side of this belt, please, on the right side of this belt. Nice. We can do that. We can do that very nicely, actually, because it's just there. Just make sure we've got that going across. Yep. And I'm going to put just after that, I'm going to make this go like this and up 2. Nice. So we can get the sulfur on that side, and blue science, it's also going to be taking the red circuits, and that's a full belt of the red circuits, and that is quite nice as well, and that's why we've got them coming to the right here. So it is going to run very slowly at the moment, but it'll certainly get moving. We will just need to pop over to, let me just run across on the fast concrete, run across to get some belts together. May as well just run straight over here. grab some belts because we are out. Our regular belts. Yep. And well, no, I think I'm just going to just grab the belts and run back, and it's going to be lovely. You can see the red circuits here. It's making groups of 4 and 2 there, because I think it's now started to push the reds out in the direction that I wanted, and that's meant that everything was sort of just kind of there, but now it's yeah, now it's further along. So that means we're splitting. So you'll go across, and then we are definitely going to split this. Yeah, and I'm going to have to split this line anyway once we're done. Yeah, and then once we're done here, we'll be able to now split this and split this. And it's going to be there, and then put this guy, say, 1 down, just future-proofing this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I think I need to put him down again 1 more, just to go here. Yeah, actually to go there. You can go here, and then we can put yeah, great. And then that means, oop, you don't want those there. We do not want them there. The very sort of high demand product. That's great. So then we do this across here, and then that feeds the next 2 lines as well. So when we do the blue science, we're all set. And in fact, I'm just going to pop in. I've got 4 of these, so let's pop them in there. So blue science is now heading downwards, and what we'll do is, I know the episode's getting fairly long, but we'll get the blue science heading all the way in, and he needs to connect into the bottom of that grey line there. So let's go 2 away from this. Yeah, let's do it like this. That's why it was great to go back to the bus and pick up lots of yellow belts. Okay, let's keep coming across. Nice. And I want him to do that and then tilt in. Yep. Get rid of that rock. Okay, so blue science is now going in there. Let's queue up a blue science. So we want advanced oil processing, and let's do lasers. We want to do braking force. We want to do electricity distribution and advanced material processing, and of course another lab research will be good. And let's go with military as well. Excellent, another military. So there's your blue science just kind of getting going, but of course we need to ramp everything up, and I'll build lots of extra parts of these factories. I'm going to also just put down a couple of turrets just down here, just to stop any of our friends coming over and saying hello. And I might just look at the top of that and go, right, let me just pop in a couple of turrets here in case they come in as well. That wasn't the best spot. Let me put them there and just do that. So yeah, this episode we have got blue science very slowly going along, but we have red circuits set up, the red circuit array. We have basic engines, which is absolutely brilliant, so glad to get those. And we've got plastics, and a very expandable plastics array ready to go, and lovely on a red belt as well, which is really cool. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to like and subscribe to the rest of Stitch Up channel. We are playing Voxel Tycoon, bit of Planet Coaster, but definitely lots of Factorio as well, and City Skylines 2 coming up. And I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!